Greetings, sports fans nationwide. You've entered the Sports Opinion Log here in Lex Anderson World. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the outrageous reactions by so-called Yankee fans regarding the San Diego Padres adding not only Blake Snell, but Yu Darvish to their roster. And is it the end of the world? People are clamoring for Brian Cashman to get fired. So I'm not going to ask you to do anything in this video. I don't care if you subscribe or press the bell icon, because there's going to be a lot of people out there who deserve a reality check. And I am here to deliver said reality check. Number one, starting with DJ Lemahieu, who wants another year, and there's $25 million separating the Yankees and him. Blah, blah, bullshit. At the end of the day, it wasn't like DJ LeMahieu put on a power surge that had us advancing to the ALCS, number one. Number two, why is Gary Sanchez out here talking on social media about Yankee fans labeling him as lazy? That honestly has to be one of the most saddest, reprehensible things I've ever come across, honestly, from a Yankee player having to defend himself to the fans. And believe you me, based on what I've seen on those Facebook groups out there, on those Facebook Yankee groups, these people are fucking insane, delusional lunatics. For real. Like, I got kicked out of a couple of them because the way people come at me for making a post that's not even critical, the way they criticize players, it's like honestly disheartening. And as a Yankee fan, yes, the goal is to always get to and win the World Series. But hey, losses happen. And I have to be more understanding with the last couple of seasons about the cheating Red Sox and Houston Astros. Like, easily the Yankees could have had 2 to 3 championships, but we were undone by cheating organizations who gave their personnel and players the green light to even cheat. So it is what it is, and I have to take it with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, Aaron Judge hasn't done his part in the postseason as well, including Luke Voit, who was the home run leader, and Tanaka, who somehow the Yankees still have to make sure that they keep him. I don't know why, because he gave us nothing in the postseason as well. And speaking of pitching, did we not just give Gerrit Cole over $300 million? $325 million to be exact. How much money do you think the Yankees exactly have laying around to afford to pay all these players? I already did a video where since 2009, when the Yankees last won a World Series, as noted by my authentic A-Rod jerseys, the Yankees have spent upwards of $2 billion, and nothing regarding a championship has come from it, unfortunately. But that's just the reality, something that a lot of people clearly have trouble dealing with. Speaking of reality, Giancarlo Stanton chose to opt in. The Yankees have 7 years to pay this man $220 million guaranteed. So what do you really expect the Yankees to do? Clearly, the San Diego Padres are making moves out there in the National League, which clearly should enable them to dethrone the defending World Series champions, LA Dodgers. But we'll see about that. Everything always looks good on paper. And Yu Darvish, when I last checked, doesn't exactly light it up or shut it down in the postseason. So, with that being said, Yankee fans, please stop saying that we should fire Brian Cashman. I'm sure he's working to give us a contending team the way he's been working ever since he was hired to be general manager of the New York Yankees. And can we lay off Gary Sanchez? Yeah, he did have a horrible season, but he plays one of the toughest positions on a baseball field, and that's the job of a catcher. And for all the criticism thrown his way, I definitely would like for him to still remain a New York Yankee. And let's be real, to, of course, the ignorant masses and the sheeple out there who want to critique and criticize Gary Sanchez for being lazy. What are you doing with your life? Are you playing for a Major League Baseball team? Maybe you should look up the odds of what it actually takes to be a Major League Baseball player. Or maybe even better yet, you should look up the odds on what it takes to even make it. At the end of the day, he's there for a reason. We need to show our players support, whether we like him or not. Like, I'm not really a big Aaron Judge fan. I feel that come postseason, he hasn't had the kind of postseason that other players before him have had. So it is what it is. That's my gripe, and that's my cross to bear. The cross that you bear should be realistic, and it should be set in reality, and not your whiny complaints about what the front office has or hasn't done. Because in case you don't know, which you should know by now, Yu Darvish has never really had an interest in playing for the Yankees. Okay? So it is what it is. Outside of Tanaka and Hideki Matsui, Japanese players abroad who are pitchers just don't really want to come here. And honestly, based on by the way the fan base acts, I can understand why. Thank you very much, sports fans, for tuning in. Until next time, top 1%er, People Sportscaster, signing out.